So this is a quick walkthrough of the platform that I built using Bubbles AI and why I decided to just kind of like move on from it and do my own thing. So here we have, so with Bubbles AI, right, you don't get a homepage. So you go straight in there. I did ask for a homepage, but it didn't give me one. So we can see we've got this dashboard. Dashboard is pretty cool. I can see what I need to see. But we've got this white writing on a white background. Obviously that just doesn't work, does it? So it gives you guidance here in terms of, okay, I need to put an expression in here and then user.name. So those are things that we would do in Bubbles Builder. And so it's saying that me as the user, my name would come up here. So I'd be logged in and I would see my name there. So if I go to tracks, I should see that I have tracks here. So I have this track, Classical Symphony. If I go to edit it, I can change the title, etc., make those changes. I can go to submit a new track, and here I have all the information I can put in. Collaborators, that's not the fields that you would want to be able to add collaborators on a track, basically. So this platform is about you being able to collect your writers and artists, collect your publishing royalties, basically. So built it for our company Synced. We're music publishers, and what a platform where artists can just kind of submit their tracks and receive their royalties, basically. That's what I wanted Bubble to build for me. So it's not suitable in terms of, form. So I'd need to go in and edit the form. Also, I know that this pop-up doesn't work well at all on mobile. So I would need to scrap that and then reproduce the whole thing as its own page. So that's something that I know that I would have to do. So if I go to gigs, I can see the gigs. I've got 2 gigs here, and we see that I've performed one song. One thing that I did notice, right? So if I go to, let's say, performance day, I'm just going to put Ritzy. It's a place in Brixton. It's just, yeah. And then I go to create gig. We have it here, but my track isn't called Rock On, it's called something else. So that's something, again, I would have to go and investigate. So I could go in and then, edit that, but it's giving me the same option anyway. So it's like, what's the point? I know that that's an error in the system. Contracts, what have we got here? So I should be able to sign something or see that I can sign something. And this is taking quite long to load. Okay, so sorry about that. Dashboard, so I can see some code here. That code shouldn't be there. So then again, that's something I'd need to go and investigate. Click view contract. I can see that I've signed it and I've got the option to sign the contract here. So payment, I can go to and I can see the different that I'm on the free tier. I actually really like this page. It's just really kind of easy to see. I can upgrade to the paid tier, filling in the information, and then just processing the payment and submitting it. But I know that the AI builder doesn't connect to third-party APIs. So again, that's something that I would need to go in and do. Issue I have with this as well, as a logged in artist, I have access to the admin area. Shouldn't, so I'd have to reset all those permissions. And yeah, so I think for me, this is something that I'm not going to actually continue with. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue with what I have already and take some elements from this that I do like and incorporate them into the platform that I already have. So I did go through this and started to do the debugging, and it became really difficult for me because obviously the AI built it. So I spent quite a lot of time figuring out where things were broken and where things were breaking and just looking around for things. And I'm like, I don't really want to spend my time doing that. So for me, I think the AI builder is cool. It doesn't give you the functionality that you need. You are definitely going to have to go in and debug. So if you're someone that doesn't understand Bubble and how Bubble works, you're going to have a really steep learning curve and you're going to have to pay someone to actually do it for you. So if you want something basic, then yeah, fine. Maybe just, a login. This particular platform would have three different types of user. It's created them somewhere in the back end, but it doesn't quite work because I can see the same thing no matter what user I am, which is a problem. So there were so many issues with this. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with it, to be honest with you. And I would use it as a starting point, but only to a really, really basic point. I'd just use it to make some building blocks and then I'd have to just kind of like go in and build on top. But let me know how you found Bubble AI. What have you created? Did you find it useful? You managed to get it to do what you want it to do? Do you use Bubble as a platform? Because it is really powerful. It's really powerful. But there are definitely some things that I don't like. But yeah, it'd be good to hear your thoughts.